guys. All right. Hey everyone, welcome to Ask a Coach a Question, the Friday show presented by me, Sean Butner, certified high performance coach. And really, real quick, do the social media thing: subscribe, like, share this wherever you're watching it, on Instagram, on Facebook, and YouTube. And it'll help me out and it'll help build our community. So make sure you hit that button, subscribe, like, and share. Now, today we're going to be talking about two questions. The first, talking about confidence and self-esteem. The second, talking about motivating a team. So um, if you guys want to ask your own question, you can always go to seanbutler.com/ask or direct message me wherever you're watching this too. So I'll share that real quick before we get into it, guys. I hope you are as stoked as I am. A little bit extra caffeinated for the live show today. All right. First question from Kelly is, how can I feel more self-esteem and self-confidence? So there's a couple of different ways to address this. The first is to raise your level of vibrancy. So what that means is, how physically energetic do you feel? How emotionally energetic do you feel? How spiritually activated and vibrant do you feel? Because when we can feel more energetic, it's a lot easier to feel better about ourselves. So I'm not sure if you can think of a time you've ever felt super confident, and I'm willing to bet you didn't feel like you were dragging, you didn't feel like you were tired, you felt engaged, you felt joyful, you felt that buoyant energy, that zest for life as you were doing whatever you're feeling confident about. So how you raise that level of energy, how do you create that level of energy? It's stuff that we talk about quite a bit on this show during the week. So it's, taking care of the basics of health. It's, sometimes you just need to will your energy up. If you were to take stock right now on a scale of 1 to 10 and think, how energetic am I right now in this moment? And you rate yourself a 7, it's like, well, what would it feel like to be an 8? To just will that into existence. And I know that's kind of a weird thing to be talking about early in the morning, but the challenge is, what do you got to do to get more vibrant, to get more energy in your life? I think a lot of times we think it's coffee or Red Bull, and that stuff works in the short term, but how do we sustain that? The other thing is to just make sure that you're taking rest. So if you're in front of a computer all day, are you taking eye rests every hour for a couple of minutes? Are you doing some deep breathing exercises? These are some physical things that you can activate in your body to help release some more energy. And before you try anything new, always consult your health professionals. I have to say that. Second thing, when it comes to self-esteem and self-confidence, a lot of it is just doing more, right? So we don't feel confident, so we stop ourselves from going forward and trying something new. And when we try to do that, we are kind of reinforcing this thing that we're not confident, and we get into this feedback loop. We don't ever learn, we don't ever move on, we don't ever have the experience and learnings that actually make us better and make us feel more confident. So a lot of times we talk about, Brendon Burchard talks about the confidence competence loop, if you've ever heard of that, which is the more things you do and are confident in, the more confident you are. And the more confident you are, the more things you can do and try. And it's a positive feedback loop in that way. So that's another way to take a look at it. So be vibrant, raise your energy, do more, build skills, and then leverage where else you have confidence. So if you're a great parent, but your work is not where you want it to be, you don't feel confident there, how can you bring that feeling of being a good parent to your job? Or you're crushing it in your health and work, but your relationships are not, you're holding back a little bit more. How can you leverage something that you're already good at, something where you feel really confident at, and bring that feeling into a different area of your life? And, these are 3 kind of general things, again, without going deep dive into your life and the question, Kelly. I can't really speak to that directly, but these are three things where you might start if we're just doing it kind of a guess like we are right now. Okay. Second question. It was a good question, Kelly. So thank you. Second question, anonymously was submitted, was how can I motivate my team? And it's kind of, again, a big question. A little bit of context on this question. It's someone who manages a very large organization and has been dealing with low employee morale. So when we talk about leadership, it's my belief that it's all based in relationships. So, how are you building a community? How are you, you know, it's one thing to be on the same goal. It's another thing to be part of a group of people that you enjoy that are on the journey together. So how are you facilitating that? Are you consistently communicating in your leadership position or in your business or in your job? And you don't have to be the manager, the executive, the director to be thinking about this. This will help everyone if you can really connect with why the work is meaningful. Like, what does it mean to your customers? What does it mean to other people in your organization? What does it mean to the community at large? And when you can engage in that, that could be a very good driving force if you guys aren't on the same page. People love to feel like they're on purpose driving towards something. So do you have that defined, and are you clearly communicating that? Second, how are you enlisting people in your organization, on your teams, in your family, and at the gym, to help you achieve your goals? And what do I mean by enlist? People love to participate in things that they co-create. That's one of the adages of leadership that I picked up over the years. And so how are people involved in the decision-making process? How are people, submitting ideas that, they see and they can kind of own as you go forward? So are you giving them a chance to be part of the process of making decisions? Or are you sitting in your ivory tower? Or are you making unilateral decisions with your family? The kids don't know what's going on. The spouse doesn't know what's going on. And everyone seems unhappy, but you're not giving them that chance to participate in that decision making. So enlist them, ask them questions, say, hey, like, how do you think this would work? And before you even share your idea, like, if we had to achieve this, how would you approach it? What do you think would work the best? And then brainstorm, right? You listen to every person on the team, every person in the family, every person in the community organization, and try to piece together things that work well together. If it's in line with your idea, awesome. If it's better than your idea, don't have that ego, acknowledge it and run with it. And you'll see that people are more motivated and take more ownership of it. Because the next point to ask too is, are you empowering people? Are you giving them, so they buy into the idea, they are part of the process, part of the decision, and now are you getting out of their way to make sure so that they can step up and have some responsibility to own things, to really feel like they're making a difference with the organization? So very, very simply, so if you have a business directive, you brainstorm an idea, who are you delegating to is another way to look at this to get it done. And making sure that if they stumble, you're picking them up, you're teaching them, helping them learn from their mistakes, helping them course correct, that kind of stuff. Because one, that builds a team that's self-sufficient. So if you're the boss, and hear me, entrepreneurs, like if you have people that you lead, building that teams that can operate when you're not there is essential, right? If you want to go on vacation, but you're the one linchpin for the whole organization, guess who doesn't go on vacation? It's you. So we definitely want you to be able to take breaks to recharge, to enjoy life. A lot of times too with entrepreneurs, you don't think of the lifestyle component and you burn out, so we don't want you to burn out. Maybe you're in a profession. I don't want you to burn out either, right? So if you're the one person that can only do everything, you get all the work, you get none of the vacation, and you're miserable. That's just how it goes. So maybe, I'm kidding, of course, but kind of. But so if you've been in that situation, how can you empower people? How can you help them learn? How can you help them take more responsibility in a way that feels safe, in a way that it's okay to fail, right? If people trust the team, people trust the people around them, they're more likely to take positive risks and not like silly ones. And the faith that you have that you can recover and move forward is really going to help free you and free the team to work more effectively together. So I hope that helps and gives you some things to think about as you lead your team again, or your family, or community organizations, or anything else that you are involved with people. I can't stress how much the enlisting and empowering components are to leadership. So make sure you're doing that. So, all right, guys, that is it for Ask a Coach a Question, the show we do every Friday at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Again, if you'd like to submit your questions, either ask in the comments below this video, direct message me, or go to seanbutler.com/ask. And if you go through the ask, seanbutler.com/ask, you have a chance to get live coached on Instagram for this show on Friday, which is something I'd love to take someone up on. So just let me know if that's you for a couple, like 5-10 minutes. No worries. Can ask some better follow-up questions and really help you accelerate and move forward in your life, because that's what it's all about. So, all right, guys, take care. See you next week. And Sean Butler out.